Another bit of Matt Biolos genius for us to consider today. The Retro Tripper. You'll have seen the Rad Ripper, the Retro Ripper, and this is his latest incarnation, and probably the best one to date, to be honest. So have a quick look through the board. As always, with Matt's boards, a little bit of a dome deck, generous volume, lots of paddling, decent width to give you that paddle speed and wave entry. Quite a serious beak in the nose, hopefully you can see that. Again, smuggling volume up there to help with paddling and carrying speed. And then this nice winged pin. On the bottom, a kind of a rolled V into a single concave, and then like a double concave or a V in through the tail. So, it feels meaty like his boards generally do, suited for the average to better surfer who can surf but needs a bit of help with paddle power and all the rest of it, like we all seem to do. But it's got lots and lots of glide. You can feel that it's going to scoot along even in average conditions really nicely. You can see that it's relatively flat, a little bit more aggressive tail rocker, and with that like beaked nose flipping just at the end. So it's got the manoeuvrability and the looseness to deal with punchy beach breaks. And really this is what the board's kind of aimed at. It's to deal with more punchy, slightly better waves, where you need that precision, speed off the bottom and speed through your turns to hit the pocket and make the most of those kind of waves. But the width and the volume distribution in it make it feel like it's a bit more forgiving than some other boards. The 510's got like 33¾ litres, so you can see from that it's generously proportioned. But with that tail rocker and that nice wing and that pulled in tail, it's going to have that manoeuvrability, tight turning that you want to overcome that bit of volume. And that the rails that he describes as quite steep in all his descriptions of the board, but they feel like a pretty medium pared down rail when you actually run your hands down it. And then of course his trademark hardening up of the rail just as you come into the fins, which combined with that quite deep double concave or V, if you want to call it that, you can feel that that's going to give the board lift into turns and carry that speed through the turns. So it's called the Retro Tripper, which kind of implies that it's a travel board, but it's not. It's an everyday surfboard that you can use for most conditions, sits above your dirty groveler and below your high performance shortboard, sits in the middle, but it will cope with 80% of what you're going to see on a day-to-day basis in our kind of like beach breaks affected by wind and a bit of chop. Fin-wise, it's set up with a 3-fin box, but it looks and feels like it's a classic 2+1 setup. In FCS, the Mark Richards, in Futures, the T1 template would work really well with it. And that little stabiliser fin at the back just to give you a bit more hold and control through your turns. It'll deal with size as well. Although it's got a kind of a curvy fish alternative type feel, the rail line's fairly straight, so it's going to give you that hold. And with that bigger fin setup and the concaves running through the tail, you're going to get the drive you need to deal with slightly bigger stuff and not sliding out. There it is, the Retro Tripper from Biolos, another winner, and good for your average plus surfer in a wide range of conditions. Online right now, 0% finance, trade-ins, all the usual stuff, or give us a shout if you need any more information. Thanks for watching.